Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 1st, 2025. Hard to believe it's already October the 1st, but we're here. All right, well, I hope everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Wednesday evening. I hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because that's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tropics, and also we're going to take a look at Imelda. You can see here is Humberto, was remaining of Humberto, kind of caught on to a frontal boundary, and that will continue to pull away from the region. Here's Imelda, continue to race away from the area. Here's Bermuda. It's going to graze right over Bermuda here. We're going to take a look at that in just a few minutes with the forecast cone, and then we'll take a look at the computer models, and then we're going to take a look at the intensity guidance of the system, and we'll tonight maybe the last night of Amelia, but we'll see what happens tomorrow with it. We got a tropical wave here, need to monitor it. Got another little tropical wave right here from the MDR region, from south of the Cabo Verde Islands back over towards South America. Got a little bit of scattered activity in the Caribbean, got more activity over South America, Central America, the Yucatan Peninsula, the western portion of Mexico, the eastern Pacific right along the Mexican coast. Got some scattered activity across the U.S. up here, across portions of Michigan, over toward Wisconsin, over toward Illinois, back toward the Dakotas, also toward Nebraska and Kansas regions as well. Alrighty, so let's move on to the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center on Imelda. You can see we still got a hurricane warning for Bermuda. Here's the hurricane force winds in the orange. Yellow is tropical storm force winds. If you're tracking this system at home, it's located near latitude 31.6 north, longitude 67.9 west. Maximum sustained winds remain at near 100 miles an hour. Moving is to the east northeast 22 miles an hour as it continues to race on off to the east northeast. Right now it's classified as a hurricane with winds of 74 to 110 miles an hour. You can see it just kind of becomes a remnant hurricane 2 p.m. through 2 p.m. Friday, 2 a.m. Saturday to 2 p.m. Monday, just a remnant tropical storm. So they'll probably discontinue the advisory as soon as it passes Bermuda, because it's going to get over colder waters, and it should kind of slowly dissipate it as it continues to race on off to the east, northeast, and then eventually on north of the Azores over the north central tropical Atlantic. Alright, forecast spaghetti models. Here's the current position of the storm. You can see well it's compacted, and you can see it scoops on off to the east northeast over the northern tropical land. Here's the Azores Islands here, but you can see it well north of the islands. Alright, now let's move on to the intensity guidance. Right now has about 85 knot winds, equal up to 100 miles an hour. Category 2 storm. You can see a dramatic drop off in intensity. Comes across category 1, tropical storm, and then down into a tropical depression. One got it 48 hours out, the other one got it 96, another one got it 132, and then one drops it in about 108 and remains it into 168 hours out. A couple of them, the one model here even takes it just slightly below tropical storm status. So we're expecting it to weaken, so we can say goodbye to Imelda as well, probably in the next few days. Alright, now if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue getting the show on the road here, folks. And we're going to take a look at your local forecast. And I want to thank you for tuning in to the Mike Bass with the forecast channel. Make sure you subscribe if you're a new viewer. Tell your friends, family, neighbors to hit that subscribe button as well, so I can get on up there to around 700 subscribers. Alrighty, well, this is your Thursday outlook. We can take a look. I've got thunderstorms and showers up here across South Canada, northern Michigan, over into Minnesota, through Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, down to Arkansas, Louisiana, East Texas, northern Mexico, also along the southeast coast, the Outer Banks, to the Florida Keys, southeast Georgia, the northern Gulf, northwest Bahamas as well. Also got some activity over California to Washington State to Montana, a little bit over North Dakota and South Canada, southeast Canada, Lake Superior, you're included, southwestern Canada, the Pacific coastal water right along Washington, Oregon State. We even got mixed precipitation there as well in Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, California regions also. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, see if we can get to you Friday forecast now. should be coming up here in just a few minutes. We're going to take a look at it. Okay, still coming up. Okay, we got a lot of shower activity in northern Maine, over toward New Brunswick, over toward Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Michigan region, Ottawa, Toronto, Canada, southwestern Canada, you're included, down in Washington, Oregon State, to California, Nevada, to Montana, northern North Dakota, also northern Minnesota, northern Michigan, down into New Mexico, also Arizona, portion of the Baja region of California, northern Mexico, also southern Texas, the northern Gulf to the Florida Keys, northwest Bahamas, southeast Georgia, portions of the I-95 corridor to the coastal areas of South Carolina, North Carolina, and the outer banks of North Carolina as well. Got some mixed precipitation portion of Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, northwest Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Nevada, Oregon, California, and Washington State as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map of your location across the nation. And it's going to look something like this here in just a few minutes. Should be popping up. Here we go. Still got tropical storm warnings here in the tropical Atlantic. Small craft advisory, gale warning from Maine to the east coast of Florida, west coast of Florida, back to southern Louisiana. Coastal flood advisory for eastern North Carolina up to New Jersey, Delaware areas as well. Also, we have frost advisory, freeze warning from Maine to New Hampshire, Vermont, New York State to Pennsylvania, portion of West Virginia as well. One couple counties here in Colorado. Flood watches in portion of Idaho, and also we have some air quality alerts over portions of northeast Texas, southeast Texas as well. Small craft advisory, gale warning from southern and northern California to Washington State. Hawaii and Chain Island looks good. Some around the Alaska area, and got some winter weather advisories over central Alaska also. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. We don't have no severe weather to talk about. We're just going to look at day number 2. Pretty much day number 3 about the same areas. General thunderstorm from southeast Georgia, southern Florida, Louisiana up toward Illinois, northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, Montana to Fresno, California, northwestern areas of Washington State. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the tropics over the next 2 weeks. And you can see we got a valid October 8th through October 14th. Tropical development possible over here in the MDR region, stretching toward the Windward and Leeward Island. Western Caribbean Sea and southeastern and southern Gulf. More activity over here. That's about 20% there. Then we got 20 and 40% off the west coast of the Mexican coast. Some heavy precipitation there. The U.S. looks pretty much dry conditions for that region. Alright, and you can see pretty well across the most of the remainder of the tropics. You can see we got some dry to maybe some high precipitation elsewhere across the eastern Pacific and the western Pacific. Alright, now we're going to look at week 3, valid October 15th, 2025 through October 21st, 2025. And we have a 20% and a 40% chance of development down in the southern Gulf, also in the Caribbean Sea, also in the western portions, the eastern portions of the eastern Pacific, right along the Mexican area, coastal areas, and also South America. We got some heavy precipitation there as well, some in the northern tropical Atlantic. Also western portions of South America. Got dry conditions elsewhere across the board in the eastern Pacific and western Pacific as well. So there's your tropical weather outlook for the next 2 weeks. We're going to be watching the Gulf, the southern Gulf, the Caribbean Sea, and also off the Mexican coast. And again here in the MDR region from October 8th through October 14th. From between the Cabo Verde Islands and also the Windward Islands, 20% chance of development there. Northwestern portion of the Caribbean and southern Gulf, and also off the west coast of Mexico. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.